everyone. Myself Rupnavar KM and we have started the chapter number 1 fertilizers. So we have seen some methods for determination of the amount of nitrogen from fertilizer and one method of determination of phosphate from the fertilizer. In today's lecture we will see the method for estimation of potassium. So see, today's method is estimation of potassium by sodium tetraphenyl borate, that is STPB method. So see, introduction. The potassium is the essential major element or the micronutrient after nitrogen and phosphorus. We have seen the plant needs the micronutrients for their growth, and among the 16 micronutrients, the nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium are the most important micronutrients for the plant for their growth. So we have seen nitrogen and phosphorus already, and now we are going to see the estimation of potassium from fertilizers. So the potassium is the most abundant micronutrient in the soils. Then the importance of the potassium. So potassium is very important for nitrogen fixation process in the leguminous plants. Then imparting resistance against environmental stresses such as drought, frost, etc. Then the potassium increases plumpiness of grains and seeds. Then straw of cereals becomes strong and stiff due to the potassium and thus reduces the lodging. Then potassium is considered as a quality element for many crops. It is very important element for the plants. Then due to deficiency of the potassium, which symptoms found in the plants. So see the symptoms. Plants will easily lodge and sensitive to disease infestation, and here the yellowing leaves is an example of a deficiency of potassium. Then fruit and seed production will be impaired and quality is poor. Means fruit and seed production quality is lowered due to deficiency of the potassium, and scorching of leaves and burning appearance of leaves. Means leaves appears like a burned leaf. Then the various forms of potassium are there. So soil potassium can be divided into 4 main fractions. First one is potassium in soil solution, then exchangeable potassium, non-exchangeable potassium and potassium in mineral matrix. So these are the 4 forms in which potassium is present in the soil. Now the important part of today's lecture is the principle of STPB method. So see, the STPB method is very useful for fertilizers which contain organic matter and high content of potassium. Then it measures the mass of tetraphenyl borate by the reaction with sodium tetraphenyl borate, that is STPB. Then the reagents required for the process are concentrated HCl, EDTA solution, formaldehyde, NaOH and STPB. Then the solution preparation. So initially we have to prepare STPB reagent. So take 1.2 gram of STPB, sodium tetraphenyl borate solution. So initially we have to take powder 1.2 gram of STPB, add into it 800 ml of distilled water and then add 20 gram of aluminum hydroxide. Then stir this solution well and filter this solution through the Whatman filter paper number 42. Now take the filtrate and add around 2 ml of sodium hydroxide into this solution of filtrate. Then transfer this solution in a 1 liter volumetric flask and dilute this solution up to the mark with the help of the distilled water. So this is the solution of STPB now we have prepared. Initially take a 1.2 gram STPB, add 800 ml water, then add 20 gram of aluminum hydroxide solution. It's prepared. Now stir this solution and now filter the solution through the Whatman filter paper 42. Now take filtrate and add 2 ml of sodium hydroxide solution and transfer this solution to the 1 liter volumetric flask and now dilute the solution up to the mark. So this is our STPB reagent. Now actual procedure is here. So initially take 5 gram of sample into the 100 ml beaker. Then put the beaker on electrical furnace and heat up to 550 degree Celsius for 4 hours. Then moisten the residue with water because after heating only residue is remain in the beaker. So moisten this residue with water and 10 ml of HCl. Then dilute the solution up to the 100 ml by using distilled water. Now transfer this solution in a beaker and cover the beaker with the watch glass and place this beaker on the sand bath and boil the solution for 5 minutes. Now cool this solution and dilute it to the 500 ml by using distilled water. Next, again filter this solution through the Whatman filter paper. Then collect the filtrate in 100 ml beaker. Now add 5 ml ADTA solution dropwise and 5 ml formaldehyde solution into it. Now shake the solution very well and add dropwise STPB solution. During each addition, shake the solution very well. And then there is a formation of precipitate of potassium tetraphenyl borate and stand for 30 minutes. Then filter the solution through previously weighed Gruch crucible. Then dry the residue in an oven at 110 degrees Celsius for 1 hour. Then cool the crucible in an desiccator and take the weight of the residue. And from the weight of the residue, we have to calculate percentage of K2O which is present. So here is the formula for the calculation of percentage of K2O. So percentage of K2O is equal to, in a bracket, A into 0.1314 into 100. The bracket is complete, divided by W. So here A means the weight of residue which we have weighed here into 0.1314 into 100 divided by W. So W is the weight of the sample which is we have taken initially, and the sample weight is 5 gram which is we have taken. So just calculate percentage of potassium present in the fertilizer by using this formula. So this is the procedure for estimation of potassium by sodium tetraphenyl borate, that is STPB method.